So today we're going to talk about async pipe and see how to use it. Angular 2 provides a special pipe known as async, and which allows us to bind our template directly to values that arrive asynchronously. This means that we can pipe something that we don't know when it will come. It's either an HTTP request or some fetch from the database that we need to wait to. I don't know if you remember from Angular 1, but if you didn't provide it, it used to show some errors if the filter didn't get any values that it needed to display. This ability is great for working with promises and observables. To see how it works, we'll create a simple promise and have it resolve with a string. Okay, so we go back to our class. And now we need to create our promise. So let's create a promise. So we created a promise that will fetch a string at the end. And now we go to our ng on init. And we want to create our promise. So a good way to mock up a promise is use timeout because we know that eventually the timeout will expire and we will get the result. So let's do it. Okay, so our promise is a new Angular 2 promise, and each promise have a resolve function and a reject function, so we will use it and we will set timeout. And we would like to set it for 3 seconds. And what exactly we're going to do when the timeout expires. We will resolve with our string. Okay, so we created a promise. We didn't use the reject method, only the resolve. We know that this thing will happen in minimum 3 seconds. And now we want to display our promise pipe. So we go back and we can create our promise pipe. Okay, so let's give it a header of async and our promise. So all you have to do is tell that this promise object is async, and see that we have a small error. Usually one of our imports isn't good, so we can see that our promise isn't from the right place, and we don't need this import for promise. Okay. We will compile again our file. And we can see that we don't have anything here in async, and now after 50 seconds I have just come back. So this is exactly the async pipe. You just have to tell Angular 2 that we are waiting for a promise on observable, and will it make sure to show exactly the value that you wanted to show when it resolves.